I knew it. Once I saw the reports about Savinho being linked with Tottenham, I said to myself, I felt it in my chest that this was Man City trying to clear space for them to come in for Rodrygo. Pep Guardiola has been shaking his bum. Bro's been moving like Ruby Rose, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto on Instagram for the Mumbai Neymar. And I don't blame them because this guy's a baller. Man City wanted Rodrygo for like the last 2, maybe even 3 years. He cooks them every time we play them in the UCL. So I guess Pep and Man City are thinking, if you can't beat him or if you can't slow him down, then we might as well just buy him. And obviously, Man City are not as attractive as Real Madrid. So when Rodrygo is starting for us underneath Carlo Ancelotti week in, week out, why the hell would he leave to go to Man City? But now, in the summer of 2025, it's a very different situation for Rodrygo because he's no longer a key member of the 11. And with all this speculation around his future, Man City are looking to capitalize. They have wanted this player, and there has not been a better opportunity for a team to sign Rodrygo than what we are currently seeing this summer. So we have to actually start getting our heads around the possibility that Rodrygo's time at Real Madrid is coming to an end. Because the news cycles have been so weird. Initially, heading into this window, they said that Rodrygo was going to look for a move out. He wants to predominantly start on the left wing. He feels like he's too low in Real Madrid's pecking order. Things that are true. I've always said we're never going to see the best version of Rodrygo at Real Madrid. And if he goes to Man City, I think we're going to regret it. We could not sell this guy right now. I'm actually concerned. I think if Man City signed Rodrygo, we're going to regret letting this guy leave. I want him to stay. I want to see him one season under Xavi Alonso. Rodrygo is going to get an opportunity. There's going to be minutes. There's going to be injuries. There's a lot of games. He will get chances to show Xavi Alonso that he can be a key member of his squad. But Man City are a very attractive team at the moment. They have arguably the best manager in the world with Pep Guardiola, and they can also spend a lot of money. But is Rodrygo what Man City needs? Because I don't think, looking at the squad that they currently have, them signing a winger is going to help them get back to being the best team in England. Because when I'm looking at that defense, when I'm looking at Matheus Nunes at right back, when I'm looking at guys like Ruben Diaz still in the starting 11, they look weak. The issues that we saw them have last season with their defense, the issues that they had against Al Hilal in the Club World Cup when they were knocked out, they haven't addressed any of those problems yet. But we got to talk about how we got here. So I have a couple of tweets that we're going to look at, and then we're going to break down whether him going to Man City makes sense. I need you guys to smash that like button, get in the comment section, let me know what you think about Rodrygo possibly going to Man City. Is this the right move, or do you think City don't need him? Smash that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Let's get it. It's like I said at the start of this video. When I saw this tweet from Fabrizio Romano about Savinho possibly joining Tottenham, this is when I knew something fishy was up. Because this came out of nowhere. Who knew that Savinho was for sale in the first place? Now, I don't understand. Why would Man City want to sell this guy? He's only been there one season. Savinho is a baller. The only thing that he lacked in his first season at Man City was GA. I think in the final third, his finishing has been questionable. But everything else, chances created, beating his man one-on-one, putting the ball into the box with great crosses, creating chances, Savinho checks off all the boxes. And it seems like they're ready to cash in on him for Tottenham. So this threw me off because I'm thinking, why the hell would he be leaving? I think Savio is arguably City's best winger. I think he's better than Doku. I think he's better than Oscar Bob. I think right now he's better than Phil Foden. But I knew something had to be at play here. I even tweeted when this news first came out that it feels like this is a domino move for them to get the Mumbai Neymar, the Bangladeshi Ronaldo, the New Delhi Messi, the Sri Lankan Ronaldinho. Something just fell off. So let's look at this report real quick. It says, Tottenham opened club-to-club talks to sign Savio from Man City. Negotiations ongoing between Spurs and City. Also understand Savio's open to the move if the clubs can agree on the fee. Why the hell would Savio be open to joining Tottenham? Why would he want to downgrade like this? Savio's a guy that I rate very highly. I remember when he was at Girona, cooking. Savio was looking like one of the best wingers in La Liga before getting that move to Man City. And I thought he actually had a solid first season. Again, his finishing was not good enough. But I always felt like he was going to kick on starting this season. And when I'm looking at what Man City need, right? When I see the reports about them being linked with Rodrygo, in my head, City don't really need to go drop $100 million on a winger right now. Like, let's get into the Rodrygo report, and then we'll keep on going. So, Fabrizio put this out today. Man City are considering a move for Rodrygo after imminent exits. So, yes, Savio, in my opinion, was the biggest indicator that a Rodrygo move might be in play here. But if you also look, Jack Grealish has just went on loan to Everton. I believe, what's the guy's name? McAtee? He just signed for Nottingham Forest, right? And now Savio is possibly on his way to Tottenham. So, look, Grealish, we all knew this summer he was going to be leaving, right? They left him out of the Club World Cup squad. He hasn't really lived up to all the money that they paid for him because at the time, it was a Premier League record. And even though I rate Jack Grealish, he was always going to leave Man City this summer, right? Now, it also says, Man City see Rodrygo as a dream target. Guardiola is a big fan. Real Madrid will let him leave if the player wants, asking for around 100 million euros. Now, again, there's a couple of things that we got to break down here. If Rodrygo wants to leave, Real Madrid will allow it. We don't necessarily want him to go. Real Madrid are not forcing him out, right? The guy is still involved with the first team. But, like I said earlier, with Xabi Alonso coming in, the formation has now changed. We don't run three wingers, or we don't run with three up top, I should say. It's more so, at least from what we saw in the Club World Cup, it's going to be a 3-5-2. Arda Güler has now taken Rodrygo's place in the midfield because we need that balance. So, Rodrygo's future is uncertain because a player of his profile should be starting. And it's like I said earlier, if we end up selling this guy to Man City, we're going to regret it. It's going to look like a Hakimi situation. Rodrygo has the potential to become one of the best players in the world. I believe he's the best left winger that is available on the market. And I've been very surprised at the lack of transfer business that's been surrounding him. Right? Like, yeah, he's been getting linked to teams, right? Like, we've been seeing the Tottenham, Arsenal, I believe Liverpool were linked, PSG as well, but it was nothing concrete. But now you have Fabrizio, arguably the biggest journalist in this sport, saying that Man City are weighing up a move for Rodrygo. And it's like I told you, they've been looking at this guy for years now, but it's just never been feasible for a deal to actually happen. I think 100 million euros is too little. It's too little. What is that? 85 million pounds? That's nothing for Man City with all the money that they spend. But I don't think they need Rodrygo. Yes, they are losing some width in terms of with Grealish and with Savio possibly going. But at the same time, City needs a right back. City needs a DM. City needs a center back. Rodrygo does not check any of those boxes. I think if he goes to Man City, he will be a big member of their first team. He will do a good job, in my opinion, in a Pep Guardiola system. He's a very technical player, can link play, is a very good finisher, right? We've seen the levels, right? Rodrygo has been so crucial for Real Madrid over the last few years. So I get why Man City want him. But is that what they actually need? Now, what they've been saying in the reports is that Rodrygo is still to ask. He's not asked Real Madrid to leave. Again, the club are not forcing him out. He can leave if he wants to. The choice is up to him. He will start at Man City, right? So that is something. And again, they do have Pep Guardiola. They do have an owner that's very ambitious. They're going to spend a lot of money. But I don't know if Rodrygo going to Man City will be enough to help them become better than Liverpool. Because defensively, I don't see them stopping anybody. It's not good enough. Their squad building has been a bit weird. Like, they just signed Ryan Cherky. He can play on the wing. But I am concerned, though. I am. Heading into this summer window, initially, everybody was reporting everybody was predicting, I should say, that he will end up at Man City. I said either Man City or Bayern. Those were my predictions. But then the Man City rumors just went away. Like, we didn't hear anything about City and Rodrygo for most of this summer window. And now, it seems like they're coming in for him. Yeah, bro, it's actually crazy when you think about it. Like, yeah, we knew that there was a possibility of Rodrygo leaving this summer. But I think all of us understand we don't want him to go. Like, if there's players because, trust me, at the current moment, Real Madrid's squad is full. We do need to sell players. But Rodrygo is one that I was hoping would just stay, right? Like, I'm looking at guys like David Alaba, Ferland Mendy, right? Maybe even like a Militao, possibly Danny Ceballos. Like, these are the guys that I'm looking at for leaving, not Rodrygo. Our attack is going to get a lot weaker. And then when you look at the form that Vinicius has been on, right? Mbappe hasn't been looking the best either. Rodrygo might have an opportunity to earn a place in the 11 if they continue to underperform. I hope that he rejects them. I hope that he does not ask for a move, because I'm telling you, the club will sell him. We will. But I don't know, man. Let's see what goes on. Real Madrid, if we do want to make any more signings, somebody has to leave. Our squad is literally full. At La Liga, you can only have 25 players in your first team. We have all 25 spots full. Nobody's left us this summer from the first team. Everybody wants to stay. So if Rodrygo leaves, then maybe we can go spend big money and bring in another midfielder, for example. Maybe even a center back, who I think we need even more than a midfielder. But get in the comment section. I want to know what you guys are saying. Do you think Rodrygo should leave Real Madrid? And how do you think he'll do at Man City? Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications. We got to keep an eye on this story, because this one does have some legs to it.